Picture this. You're cruising at 30,000 feet in an F-15, the Cadillac of the skies, pulling 400 knots. You're trained, disciplined, and nothing rattles you except maybe running out of coffee mid-flight. But suddenly, in your cockpit window, a flying rectangle. No wings, no exhaust, just a glowing, pulsating Lego block from outer space pacing your jet like it's out for a Sunday drive. That was the real-life moment Major Ryan Bodenheimer, a former U.S. Air Force Thunderbird, swore happened over Wyoming. And today, we're breaking down 10 insane facts about this encounter and the shocking history of UFOs in U.S. military airspace that will make you question everything you thought you knew about what flies. Fact Zone, the F-15 versus the flying rectangle. Major Ryan Bodenheimer's description: a perfect rectangle, 30 to 50 feet tall, bright glowing edges pulsing like a rave light, and a cream-colored center that looked semi-transparent. No wings, no tail, no exhaust. Aerodynamically speaking, this thing should have dropped like your phone without a case, but it kept up with a supersonic war machine. At 400 knots, smooth, silent, effortless. If Top Gun had a sequel called Top Rectangle, this thing would have been the star. But here's where it gets crazy. Ryan wasn't the only pilot seeing strange shapes at high altitudes. Fact #2. The Navy's Cube in a Sphere UFOs. Over the East Coast, Navy aviators have reported UFOs that look like cubes suspended inside translucent spheres. Picture a cosmic snow globe, but instead of glitter, it's the laws of physics crying in the corner. These pilots weren't rookies. They were some of the best, trained in the world, and yet they kept reporting objects that should not exist. And if you think cubes and rectangles are weird, wait until we get to the Tic Tac. Fact #3. The Tic Tac UFO phenomena. Navy pilots chasing massive Tic Tac-shaped crafts over the Pacific describe them darting around with impossible maneuvers, instant acceleration, sudden stops, no visible engines. Basically, if your car handled like that, you'd get to work 3 hours early and still have time for breakfast. These things defied every principle of aerodynamics, like someone gave Newton's laws a middle finger. But the real kicker? Reports of these UFOs weren't just filed, they were buried. Fact #4. The pilot's stigma. For decades, military pilots avoided reporting UFOs out of fear they'd be labeled crazy. Imagine risking your life at Mach 2, only to get roasted in the break room for saying you saw a flying rectangle. Bodenheimer himself admitted that the stigma was so strong, you just didn't talk about it. But in the last few years, that wall of silence has cracked wide open, and the testimonies are piling up faster than conspiracy memes on Reddit. And speaking of conspiracy memes, this isn't just about pilots seeing things. The government had its own reasons for keeping the UFO myth alive. Fact #5. The Pentagon's cover-up strategy. According to reports, during the Cold War, the Pentagon actually encouraged UFO rumors to cover up their real experiments. Stealth fighters like the F-117 were being tested at Area 51, but instead of admitting, yeah, we're flying some spooky triangles, they pushed the idea of alien saucers. It's like telling your parents the smell in your room is incense, when really, you burned dinner again. Classic misdirection. But if you thought that was sneaky, the next fact takes it up a notch. Fact numeral 6. UFO photos in a bar. Believe it or not, a U.S. Air Force colonel was rumored to distribute doctored UFO photos at a local Nevada bar in the 1982nd. Picture that hard-drinking local suddenly confirming alien saucers, while in reality, stealth bombers were zooming overhead. It's the ultimate PR trick. Convince people aliens are real so no one guesses you're secretly inventing invisible planes. And that deception worked a little too well, because the UFO legend became bigger than the classified tech it was hiding. Fact #7. The Area 50. One alien myth. Locals near Area 51 became convinced alien spacecraft were being reverse engineered. Hollywood ran with it. And suddenly Area 51 was less about cutting-edge jets and more about little green men. The irony? While sci-fi movies cashed in, the US military got the perfect smokescreen. It's like throwing a rave to cover up the sound of you drilling a tunnel under your house. Nobody asks questions because the distraction is just too good. But while the Pentagon played puppet master with UFO lore, pilots like Bodenheimer kept bumping into things that didn't fit either narrative alien or secret tech. Fact hashite. The physics problem. Every reported encounter from Bodenheimer's rectangle to the Tic Tacs shares the same baffling detail. The craft violate physics as we know it. No wings, no propulsion, instant acceleration. If you handed this footage to an engineering professor, they'd either faint or switch careers. And yet, these sightings keep happening, suggesting there's either tech far beyond our comprehension or nature has cheat codes we haven't unlocked. And speaking of cheat codes, the next fact sounds like something straight out of a video game. Fact #9. The rooftop nuke joke. Channel 4 once showed Trump himself joking about nuclear missiles on the roof. But Bodenheimer's account proves jokes aside, pilots see things up there that make nuclear missiles look downright boring. UFOs pacing jets at Mach speeds aren't just strange, they're strategic, terrifying, and unexplainable. You can't laugh that one off with a punchline. Which brings us to the final, mind-blowing takeaway. Fact #0. The UFO stigma is dead. Bodenheimer says it outright. The stigma of reporting UFOs is fading fast. Pilots, Navy officers, even Pentagon insiders are coming forward. For decades, UFOs were filed under crazy uncle at Thanksgiving stories. Now, they're congressional hearings, mainstream headlines, and yes, viral YouTube videos. The question isn't, do UFOs exist anymore? It's, whose rectangle is it? So, let's wrap this up. Major Bodenheimer saw something impossible. Pilots across branches have confirmed similar anomalies, and the Pentagon itself has played UFO smoke and mirrors for decades. Which leaves us with the billion-dollar question. Are these alien visitors, black-budget projects, or something stranger? You tell me because I want your theories in the comment. Do you think Bodenheimer chased an alien rectangle? Or was it just America's next-gen stealth project on a joyride? If this story had you gripping your armrest like a turbulence rookie, smash that like button. Subscribe for more sharp storytelling, and share this with the one friend who swears they don't believe in UFOs. Because whether it's aliens, secret tech, or just physics having a midlife crisis, one thing's for sure. The sky is way busier than we thought.